Nurturing. I am one spirit, says the Creator. My quickening power is upon all the living. Because of this they live and move. According to the different structure of the living, so is my inspiration manifested by them. One, as the hare, runneth away in cowardice, another as a lion is ferocious, another without judgment as the snake. As to man, one is inspired to music, another to mathematics, another to being a psychic, and so on. To all of these I am the one, the universal inspirer that moves all of them. According to their organic structure, so do they manifest my inspiration. The lowest of living creatures made I the snake, for I gave it an element capable of destroying itself. When the earth was encircled with poisonous gases, I created poisonous vines and weeds and trees and all kinds of herbs rich growing upon the earth. Thus, from destroying gases and from earth's substance created I the vegetable world, and in that day all growing things upon the earth which I created were poison as to animal life. Then I created the serpents and dinosaurs. Of all sizes created I them, and they were poison also. And the serpents I created were carnivorous, feeding upon one another. Self-impregnating created I them. Thus I drove the poison down from the air into the vegetation and thence into the earth, and thus I purified the air of heaven. This was the first creation I created on the world. Then I overcast the earth with falling nebulae, and covered up the poisons growing upon the earth, and they were turned to oil and coal. Then I made a new creation, giving feet and legs and bones to animals I designed for the earth. When the earth was ripe for man, then I created him, male and female created I, those of the second creation. And man was dumb, like other animals, without speech and without understanding, even less than any other creature which I had created. Nevertheless, I had given to man, and thus made him, out of the dissolved elements every living thing that had preceded him. And man partook of the first and second creations, after the manner of every animal on the earth, so I created man. With all the characteristics of all of them, so I created I him, male and female, created I them. And man was unconscious of his creation, not knowing whence he came, nor knew he which was his own species. And I sent angels to man to teach him who he was, and to rouse him up to his capabilities, for which I created him. And my angels drew from man's ride substance, and thus took on corporeal forms, and the angels dwell with man as helpmates, to make the man understand.